Hi everyone. If you're live, let me see your hi in the comments. If you're live and ready to learn, let me see hi in the comment. Hi Sewoyun. Did I get that name correctly? If you're live, let me see you. Haruna, good evening. So I'd love you to tell me where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're joining from. Christiana, good evening. I'd also love you to tell me what you do. Mildred, how are you this evening? Image 4, Mooring. Thank you, Christiana. I'd love you to tell me where you're watching me from. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Okay, Christiana is watching from Lekki. Mildred is watching from Nigeria. Um, Mary is watching from Ghana. Yobam is watching from Ogbomosho. Victoria, where are you watching me from? Please tell me where you're watching me from. And let me know if you can see my slide as well so we can kickstart immediately. So the famous slide. Okay, thank you everyone. So let's kickstart. Welcome, welcome. My goal this evening is very simple, and that goal is to show you how to speak English fluently and confidently using my 3-step diction formula. So tonight, all we're doing is we're watching my 3-step formula. And if you stay until the end, I will show you something that will help you shortcut your learning curve so you can get fast result. So my name is Olubukola RB Agbalaya. I am popularly called the Diction Queen. So feel free to call me the Diction Queen. I discovered what I am going to share with you this evening the hard way, but I will show you the easy way. So if you are ready, if you have your pen and book with you already, and you're ready to learn, to know what I'm showing you, type let's go in the chat. Type let's go in the chat. If you're still here with me, type let's go in the chat. Who is still here with me? Mildred, thank you. Godfrey, thank you. Abil, you said hi. Are you ready? If you are, type let's go. Mary, Victoria, I see you guys. Can you do very well? Now, that 3-step formula that I'm going to share with you tonight is what I call Dick Clear. Dick Clear. Dick Clear is an acronym. It has 8 letters, and each letter has its meaning. Each meaning has its 3-step. So tonight, I will show you how the first letter works with its 3-step. Now, the first letter in Dick Clear is letter D. And letter D stands for diction fundamental. Diction fundamental. If you look at the word fundamental, it is spelled Fundamental. Fundamental. When we have words ending with the word AL, for example, the word fundamental, if you spell that word, it ends with AL. AL is a suffix. A suffix is a group of letters or a letter added at the end of a word, just like the word A and L. Now, most people pronounce words ending with AL by pronouncing the letter A. So you hear them say fundamental, pronouncing the T, the A, and the L. Fundamental. That is wrong. The right way to pronounce it is fundamental. The letter A before the letter L should be silent. So henceforth, when you have words ending with suffix AL, make sure you silence the A. Do not pronounce the A. An example is hospital, not hospital. Another example is national, not national. The A before the L should be silent. If you're with me, I want you to give me just one word example ending with suffix AL. Let's practice it together. A word that ends with suffix AL. For example, special, casual, usual, occasional, etc. Now give me your words. Let me see your words in the comments. Words ending with suffix AL. Remember, when you want to pronounce such words, you don't pronounce the A. Very good, Diamond. Hospital, not hospital. Professional, capital, international, total, principal, cardinal, judgmental, educational. Now look at all of those words. The letter A is not being pronounced. So henceforth, when pronouncing words that ends with suffix AL, make sure you're not pronouncing the letter A. So it is not intentional, it is intentional. It is not special, it is special. So I expect you to do that henceforth. When it comes to speaking, it is little things that helps you speak well, just like what I just mentioned. Now let's go back to what we're talking about. Remember the three steps to help you speak well. And I said my first letter, D, stands for Diction Fundamental, and it has three steps. The first step is clear articulation. You must clearly articulate your words correctly. The second step is pronunciation rules. There are some rules, pronunciation rules that you must learn and always put to use when speaking. And then we have connected speech pattern. Have you ever watched a movie, an English movie, and it seems like you can't hear what they're saying, such that you have to read the subtitle? That is because English words are usually connected when they are being spoken. So tonight I'll show you how to have clear articulation. I'll show you one or two pronunciation rules, and of course one or two ways to connect your words together. So let's get to it. So I'll start with the first step, clear articulation. What does clear articulation means? To speak English well is not about your accent. It is not about speaking British accent or American accent or Nigerian accent. The truth is, no accent is better than the other. Instead, what you should do to help you speak English better is to speak clearly by clearly articulating your words. Now, take for example, if someone who is not from your village or from where you are originated is trying to speak your language. There is a way it comes out and it feels like, oh, you're not speaking my language well. You're murdering my language. Same with English. And one of the reason is because there is a way they are pronouncing the words that the words aren't coming out the way it should come out. Say, for example, I am a Yoruba person. Most times when people want to pronounce my name, you hear them say something like Bukola, Bukola. That's not how to pronounce my name. My name is Bukola. So you must pronounce my name well. You must articulate the sounds that makes up my name so that my name will come out the way it should come out. Same with English. For you to pronounce English words, for it to come out well, you must be able to articulate the sounds of English properly. And that is what clear articulation is about. Now, how do you achieve that? Simply by mastering. I didn't say learning. Pay attention to that word. Simply by mastering the IPA sounds. On the screen right now, I have a chart called the phonemic chart, sometimes called the IPA chart. It is a chart that contains all the sounds in English, all the phonetic sounds in English. Now, for you to pronounce English words correctly, for you to clearly articulate your sounds or words, you must be able to articulate these sounds perfectly. You must also be able to identify them in words. You must also be able to, to differentiate them. Now, looking at this chart, you realize that there's a part with the yellow background. That part contains the consonant sounds. Now, in English language, there are 24 consonant sounds. These 24 consonant sounds are different from the 21 consonant letters we were taught in primary school or in nursery school. Now, the other sounds that we have on the chart are the vowel sounds. They are 20. Now, to help you clearly articulate your words properly, the first thing you do is do not swallow your sounds. Take, for examples, word like school, football. A lot of Africans pronounce the word as school, leaving out the letter L at the end of the word. The letter L at the end of the word school is not silent. So we must hear it. So one of the first rules of except they are silent. If a sound is not silent, if a letter is not silent, do not swallow it. Do not refuse to pronounce it, especially the ending sound. Another example is football. A lot of people pronounce it as football. They throw away the T and the L at the end. So they say football. What happened to the T and the L? It should be football. Football. Another is call. A lot of people say, I will call you. Call you. It is not call. It is, I will call you. Remember, little things like this make you speak English better. So you must learn all of these sounds. You must be able to identify them in words. For example, the three words I gave, the last sound there is the L sound. Now, when we have the L sound at the end of words, a lot of people will swallow it, never swallow it. Now, what is the right way to articulate the L sound? To correctly articulate the letter L sound, the tip of your tongue must touch the upper part of your teeth like this. L. For example, school, football, call. So you don't say school. Do not shoot out your lips. Instead, bring out your tongue. School, football, call. Now let's take another consonant sound. Another consonant sound I'd like us to talk about are the TH consonant sounds. Now in English language, The way we pronounce the sound of letter T or letter D is different from how we pronounce the TH sound. The TH sound is one sound that we do not have in any African language. So a lot of Africans struggle with it. When you spell a word in English, if there is letter H beside the letter T, please take your time to pronounce such word. The first thing you want to do is to find out if the H is silent. Take, for example, the word Thomas. In this word, we have letter H beside letter T. In this word, the H is silent. Because the H is silent, the T will be pronounced as T, as in table, Thomas. Another example of such word is time. The H is silent, so please pronounce the T as a T, time. But in words like something, the H is not silent. In a word like anthem, the H is not silent. In a word, in a word like bath, the H is not silent. So what happens when the H is not silent? Anytime you have letter H beside letter T, if the H is not silent, you need to then ensure that your tongue is in between your teeth. Watch my mouth. Again, when you have letter H beside letter T in the word, if the H is not silent, let your tongue be in between your teeth like this. Try it wherever you are. When your tongue is in between your teeth, the next thing you want to do is to find out what type of TH sound is it. There are two TH sounds in English. We have the voiceless TH sound and the voiced TH sound. The voiceless TH sound like letter T, except that your tongue must be outside. Like in the word something. Something. Can you see my tongue? How do we articulate the voiceless TH sound? Put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air. Please try it wherever you are. To help you speak better, you must do. To speak well, you need to keep speaking. But because you're here, you would not just keep speaking, but you will keep speaking in a better way. You start to put these little things I'm talking about into place, and that would in turn improve how you sound when people listen to you. Simply by putting your tongue out when you have H after T improves how the word is being pronounced. So if you have words like something, all you have to do is put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air like this. Something. Another example is anthem. Anthem. Another example is bath. Bath. Put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air. That is how to pronounce the voiceless TH. Now, the second type of TH sound we have is the voiced TH. We can find the voiced TH in words like smoothie, bathe, thee, them, etc. Now, how do we articulate the voiced TH? Put your tongue in between your teeth and make vibration. Let your throat, let your vocal cord vibrate. Note, I didn't say vocal, vocal, because the A should not be pronounced, remember. So let your vocal cord vibrate. This way, the. Now we have it in words like smoothie. I need a cup of smoothie, not I need a cup of smoothie. It is not a D sound. It is a the sound. We also have the word bathe. B-A-T-H-E, bathe. I need to bathe. I am bathing. not I am bathing. Then we have the word the girl is bathing, not the girl is bathing. It's not it's the. Your tongue should be outside and make your vocal cord vibrate. And then we have the word them, not them. It is them. I saw them in the bathroom. Them. Let's go over the TH sound again. Anytime you have letter H beside letter T, ask yourself, is the H silent? So the question will be, how do I know if the H is silent? Now, most words that have T and H in them and are names of people or names of places, most times the H becomes silent. Like in the word Esther, there is T and H in Esther, the H is silent. So in most names with TH, the H is silent. But we have some names where the H is not silent, like Matthew, like I'm trying to think of other names. Can you think of any name with TH? Like Nathan, etc. But most of them, the H becomes silent. Like Anthony, the H is silent. Thomas, the H is silent. Thompson, the H is silent. Esther, the H is silent, etc. So that is how to identify words with T and H, and then the H is silent. Now, if the H is not silent, ensure that your tongue is outside this way. Put your tongue in between your teeth, not behind your teeth, in between your teeth. Now, there are two ways to pronounce the TH sound. The first is the voiceless TH. The second is the voiced TH. The voiceless TH is articulated. Put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air. The voiced TH is articulated as the. Put your tongue in between your teeth and make your vocal cord vibrate. Now, you might have another question. How do I identify the voiceless TH? How do I know words with the voiceless TH and words with the voiced TH? Very simple. Now, in Africa, TH words are usually either pronounced like a T or like a D. As an African, without my knowledge of speaking better, if I want to pronounce TH word, I would either pronounce some of them like a T, like something. I'll pronounce the tin with a T, something. If I want to pronounce THE, I'll pronounce it like a D. I'll say D, the girl. So this is the strategy. Those TH words that you usually pronounce like a T, most of them have the voiceless TH sound. So instead of pronouncing them as a T like you used to do, put your tongue in between your teeth and blow air. Put your tongue in between your teeth and pronounce the T sound. So instead of saying something with my tongue inside, I need to say something with my tongue outside. Instead of saying anthem with my tongue inside, I need to say anthem with my tongue outside. Instead of saying bath with my tongue inside, I need to say bath with my tongue outside. Now let's go to the voiced TH. Now, words with voiced TH, most people pronounce them like a D with their tongue inside. That is wrong. Instead, put your tongue outside and make the D sound. So instead of saying smoothie, say smoothie. Instead of saying bathe, say bathe. Instead of saying the boy, say the boy. If you're clear about the consonant sounds I have highlighted, I've talked about the TH sounds, I've talked about the L sound, and I've also talked about the suffix AL. If you're clear about those three strategies, let me know before I move to the vowels. Then we can move to the step 2. If you're clear, let me know. Thelma, the H is not silent. So put your tongue outside. Please, do you know whether the H is silent? I don't understand your question. Kennedy, I think you're trying to ask how to know. I already explained that. So if my explanation is clear, let me know. Okay, thank you, Kindness. Kindness says clear. Very good. So let's proceed. Now let's move to the vowels. Remember, to speak clearly It's not about forming an accent. It's not about changing your voice. It's about being you. Be comfortable in your accent, whether it's your Kenyan accent, your Ghanaian accent, or your Nigerian accent. No accent is better than the other. What you need is clarity, clear communication, such that when you speak anywhere in the world, they can easily understand you. That is the real power. And that is what I'm showing you right now. So do not change your voice. Do not fake your accent. Do not talk through your nose. Just pay attention to these little things that you need to stop doing and the ones you need to start to do. Is that okay? Now let's move to the vowels. Remember, there are 20 consonant sounds, 24 consonant sounds rather. I cannot teach all of it tonight, but I've successfully taught you three out of it. Now let's move to the vowels. There are 20 vowels, but I'll talk about just one of them, or maybe two, and that will be the sound. Now, there are some words that a lot of us just pronounce anyhow, especially words with letter R after a vowel. Now pay attention to that letter R. A lot of people pronounce the word as aru. It is not aru. It's either you pronounce the letter as letter R, as in rat, or you pronounce the word as R, as in rat. Do not say aru. Now, when you have letter R after a vowel, there are five vowel letters in English: letter A, letter E, letter I, letter O, letter U. Now, let's take these five vowel letters: A, E, I, O, U. When you have letter R after any of these five vowel letters, the vowel letters will change its sound because of the letter R. We say that the letter R is a controlling letter. It controls the vowel letters. So when you have letter R after a vowel letter, the letter R will control the sound the vowel letter will make. Take, for example, letter A. Most times, letter A makes the sound A. So if I have it in a word like CAT, if I add letter R to it and I have CART, the pronunciation changes. CAT is pronounced cat. The cat is downstairs. Now, the moment I had letter R to it and it becomes CART, the letter A will stop making the A sound. Instead, it will start to make the A sound. Cat. Interestingly, the English vowel sounds are alike. The vowel sounds in English, they sound alike. However, there are few things you can use to differentiate them. One of them is the length of the vowels. So in the word CAT, the letter A is making a short A sound. But in the word CART, the A and R are now making the long A sound. So they aren't the same sound. So CAT and CART aren't pronounced the same way. They are two different words. CAT, cat. CART, cart. The cat is in the cart. Not the same word. Let's go to vowel letter E. If I have the word TEN, TEN is pronounced 10. 10. Short air sound. 10. But if I add letter R to that word and it becomes TERN, the word becomes turn. The E and R start to make the sound. Turn. Not 10 again. TEN, 10. TERN, turn. Watch my mouth so you can get the difference. 10. That is TEN. Turn. TERN. So the E and R then makes the sound. A longer sound. Not again, but Americans articulate it as So an American person will say turn. The American sound is quite simpler. Let's take another word. If I have the word BID, bed. But if I add a R to it and I have BIRD, the I and R will start to make the sound. It becomes bird. So some of us, we pronounce BIRD as bed. No. The one that flies, it is not bed. The I and the R there makes the sound. Americans will say bird. British will say bird. Uh, bird. Excuse me. Bird. So it is not bed. Let's go to O. If I have the word COT, cot. But once I had letter R to it, it becomes caught. Let's use cord instead. Cord. Once I add letter R to it, it becomes cord. It becomes longer. Cord. How about letter U? If I have the word TUN, ton. But if I add letter R to it and I have TURN, it becomes turn. So I want us to pay attention to words with ER, IR, and UR. When you have letter R after letter E, letter I, and letter U, the sound is not just longer, the sound is different entirely. ER, when you have letter E and R in the middle of a word, when you have letters I and R in the middle of a word, when you have letters U and R in the middle of a word, it starts to make the sound. Watch my mouth. Uh, your tongue should be in a relaxed position. It should be down. Your jaw comes down as well, and you go, uh, 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 The American version of the sound is air, air. It is like you're articulating the air sound and the sound, air. Whichever you like to sound like or whichever you're comfortable with, you're correct. So I would not say girl, I would say girl. I would not say bed, I would say bird. I would not say turn around, I would say turn around. I would not say my hair is curly or curly. I don't know how people say it. It's curly, curly. I would not say skirt. I would say skirt, shirt, etc. Now let's practice more words. So we have skirt, girl, thirst or thirsty. I have I have first, not first. I have purse, not purse. I have church, not church or church. I have nurse, not nurse. Now watch my mouth and say after me. Skirt, skirt, girl, girl. Thirsty. Remember TH, your tongue should be outside. Thirsty. First. First. Purse. Purse. Church. Church. Nurse. Nurse. So to make a sentence, the girl in the blue skirt is thirsty. I saw the purse in the church. The first nurse is quite firm. Not the first nurse is firm. Not I saw the purse in the church. No. It is not the girl in the skirt is thirsty. No. It is not a air sound. It is uh, 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 skirt, girl, thirsty, first, purse, church, nurse. Good. If you're clear with that, let me know so we can move to step two. I do not want you to spend so much time here with me. So let's move to step two if you understand. Oh, thank you, vocabulary creator. He said, I understand. Okay, I will proceed now. That was a old feedback. It was old. It was an old feedback. Are we clear about the sound before I move to my next step? Are we clear about it? Now remember, it's not about knowing, it's about doing. When it comes to speaking better, you just need to do a little touching here and there. So instead of always pronouncing girl, church, henceforth, when you're talking, when you're reading your Bible or you're reading a Facebook post or an Instagram post, you want to pay attention to the spellings. They can be pointers to how you pronounce your words. Oh, this word ends with suffix al. It means that the a has to be silent. This word has a h after the t. Could it have a silent t, silent h word? Okay, the h is not silent. That means my tongue has to be outside. Oh, this one has letter R after a vowel letter. Okay, it means that the sound will not be the regular sound. Good. Now let's move to step two. So remember, we are not doing this just for you to know. We're doing it so that when you get to work tomorrow, when you're speaking on the phone with a friend, when you're sending a voice note to your colleague, they would know something has changed in how you speak. And also, importantly, it is not about changing your voice or sound and fake. It is about one, clear articulation, paying attention to those steps. Now, the second thing that speaking better is about pronunciation rules. There are lots of pronunciation rules. Now, I didn't say pronunciation, it is not noun. If you look at the spelling of pronunciation, there is no noun in the spelling. The word has nun, not noun. So there is no noun there. It's none. Pronunciation. 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 So let's move to pronunciation rules. There are lots of pronunciation rules to learn from. However, I will talk about just one of it. So if you're ready to move to step two, let me know. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. Can you hear me? I apologize. That was my baby. Okay, I'll proceed now. Step two, pronunciation rules. There are lots of pronunciation rules you can learn from, or you must learn and you must master. But tonight I'll talk about just one of them, and that will be silent letters. In English, it is important to pay attention to silent letters. Silent letters can make you sound less intelligent when speaking. Take for example the words ending with suffix al, like we treated earlier. A word like nasal. A lot of people pronounce this word as nasal. Nasal. It is not nasal. It is nasal. The second a is silent. Nasal. Just like we saw in the word vocal, hospital, special, intentional, parental, etc. So in English, words aren't pronounced the way they are spelled. There are some letters that you might need to ignore because they aren't making any sound. There are some letters that you might need to 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 blend together. There's some syllables that you might need to just ignore and make them disappear. Take the word vegetable. Vegetable. A lot of people pronounce the word as vegetable, having four syllables. However, the word has just three syllables. Why? Because the E after the G is silent. So the word has just three syllables. Vegetable, not vegetable. Vegetable. Just three syllables. Another is the word comfortable, not comfortable. It is not comfortable. There is no table in that word. And there is no table either. It is comfortable. Comf. The O and R are silent. Ignore them. Comfortable. Same with the last E. So the word also has three syllables instead of four syllables. Comfortable. Comfortable. Another word is the word camera. It is not camera. It's camera. 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 My phone camera is bad. The device camera is blurry, not the device camera. Remember the th. Put your tongue outside. Another example is the word debt. DEBT. When you owe someone, you are not in a debt. The B should not be pronounced. You are in a debt, not in a debt. Debt. You need to come pay your debt. Not you need to come pay your debt. Debts. You might be wondering, how then do we pronounce the word DEATH? Because that one has TH, your tongue has to be outside. Death. Debts. When you owe someone. Death. When someone is deceased. When someone dies. Another word is listen. What I see a lot of people do is they change the S to a Z and they say listen. The S should not be pronounced as a Z. The S remains a S. The T becomes silent. Listen. I need you to listen up, everyone. Listen, not listen, and not listen. We also have the word horizon, not horizon. Horizon, horizon, not horizon. There are lots of silent letters. There are lots of words with silent letters. There are lots of them. So let's practice them. Please say after me. Nasal, vegetable, comfortable, camera, debts, death, listen, horizon, comb, Wednesday. So you don't say Wednesday. Wednesday. Hour. The H is silent and it's not R. You say, I need to spend 2 hours. It's not 2 hours. It's 2 hours. Hours. The H shrift on. Hour. Not R. It's not 2 hours or 1 hour. It's 1 hour. 2 hours. 24 hours without the H. Honest. The H is silent as well. Honest. Air. The H is silent as well. Air. Country. It is not country. It's not no. It's country. It is not our the O and U. That's making two different sounds. It's just a country. There are millions of words out there with silent letters. But this is the few ones I can take. So let's pronounce them again. Say after me. Vegetable. I need some vegetable. Comfortable. Are you comfortable? Camera. The camera is clear. Debts. You need to pay up your debts. Listen. Please listen to her. I didn't say her and I didn't say her. It is not listen to her. To her. Horizon. Horizon. Comb. Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. Hour. 24 hours make a day. Honest. I am an honest coach. Air. I am the air I breathe. Country. I love my country. How many of them did you pronounce correctly? Henceforth, when you see these words, ensure you make effort to pronounce them. What happens is when a lot of us learn, we're so excited. I can know a lot of us, we are pumped up tonight. You're like, oh, I'll start to speak better. But the reality is, not everyone will speak better after tonight. Why? Because some of us are lazy. To speak well, you need energy. So if you're lazy, you need to stop being lazy. You need energy. Another reason is some of us will always forget. It's normal to forget. That's why we are humans. But when you forget, the moment you remember, correct yourself. Let's assume you're having a conversation with someone and you just mispronounce the word vegetable. The moment you remember the right pronunciation, say it correctly immediately. Do not worry, people would not think you're weird. Another reason why some of us will not speak well is we do not even try. We just know it, we won't put it to use. When it comes to speaking better, it is not about knowing, it's about doing. Now, imagine when you saw my video, I wasn't speaking right, even though I know so much. Would you have believed me? Of course not. Same with you. It's not about certification, it's not about just knowing it. It's about you being able to speak it. And to speak it, you have to keep speaking it. You have to keep trying to do the right thing, to do these things I've shown you. There's a lot of things you need to do. But here am I breaking it down, making it easier for you. Now let's go to the last step. If you're ready for the last step, say, I am ready. And if you're ready for me to show you the last step, let me see your comment. I am ready. Who's ready? I'm ready in the chat. Okay, Kainde, I'm ready. Um, vocabulary Manson. Is that the name? Okay, now let's move to the last step. Yeah, gift, I see you. And my last step is connected speech pattern. Like I said earlier, in English, the way we pronounce the word when it's standing alone is different from how we pronounce the same word when the word is in a sentence. Take the word S, for example. Is even the wrong pronunciation. It is rightly pronounced is, is, is. The letter I sounds A. The S makes the sound of Z. Is, is. Now, when we have it in sentence, you can either pronounce it as Z or S or is. For example, my name is, my name is, my name is. I'm pronouncing it as Z. My name is Olubukola RB Agbalaya. I can decide to say, my name is Olubukola RB Agbalaya. Now, can you see it? Now, imagine somebody's talking to you for the first time and they're like, hi, my name is. At the beginning, you won't be sure what they've said until you hear their name. Sometimes you might even say, please come again. And they will then go slower and say, my name is. That is because in English, to speak fluently, number one, you need to be able to join your words together. You can join two, three words to make one. Take the word gonna. Gonna is a combination of going to. Instead of saying I'm going to see you tomorrow, I can decide to say I'm gonna see you tomorrow. If you've not heard that before, it might be a bit confusing. That is connected speech. Excuse me. Now, there are different ways to connect your words, to connect your speech, so you can sound smoother or sound more fluent. However, I'll talk about just one of them, and that is linking R. The method I'll talk about tonight is called linking R. In English language, in standard British pronunciation, when you have a word that ends with letter R, we do not pronounce the R sound. Take, for example, CAR. In British, we will not pronounce the R. We will just say car. While in American, the R will be pronounced. It will be pronounced car. A British person will say car. An American person will say car. Same with the word teacher. Teacher. It ends with letter R. In standard British, do not, excuse me. In standard British, do not pronounce the R. In standard American, please pronounce the R. So we have teacher or teacher. Either ways, if any of these words is found in a sentence, if the word next to it starts with a vowel, we expect you to link them. Take, for example, if I have a sentence like, a car is parked outside. A car is parked outside. Now look at that word car. It ends with letter R. The next word is start with vowel letter I. The right thing for us to do when speaking is to link car and is. Put them together, connect them together, say them as one. So then your sentence will sound as a car is parked outside. A car is a car is parked outside. Instead of a car is parked outside, it becomes a car is parked outside. If you don't listen clearly, you might not understand what they mean as car is. It means car is. Let's take another example. The pastor and his wife. Now look at this. The pastor and his wife. Pastor ends with letter R. So I'll pronounce it as pastor. Now, because the next words start with a vowel and start with letter A, when I want to read, pastor and will be put together and read as one. The pastor and his wife. Instead of the pastor and his wife, I would go the pastor and his wife. Let's take one more example. If I have something like father in law, instead of saying father in law, father ends with letter R. In start with a vowel. If I want to read this, father in, put together, father in law, instead of father in law. So instead of saying my father in law is in the sitting room, I would say my father in law is in the sitting room. My father in law instead of my father in law. What that does is it helps you sound smoother. It helps you sound fluent. It makes the language sweeter to the ears of those listening to you. Remember, there are different ways to connect your words, but let's just talk about this linking up. Now, before I conclude this part, I'd love to take questions. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask so I can continue and then conclude the class. Before I continue, I'd love to entertain a few questions. So if you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Do you have any question around pronunciation? Please send them into the chat. Send it via the comment. I will be glad to respond to it. I'm waiting for your question. Anyone? So I can proceed. Okay, I'll proceed now. Just send in your questions to the comments. I'll check back shortly to ask. Somebody said, please repeat the pronunciation of father-in-law. Father-in-law. The word father, the letter A makes a long sound. Far, the TH, put your tongue outside. Father. Your tongue should be outside. Remember TH. Now, because the next word after father start with a vowel, you need to link it together. So it becomes fathering, fathering, father-in-law instead of father-in-law. I hope that is clear, Rebecca. So if you have other questions, feel free to ask. I will get back to your questions. Just send them to the chat. I will get back to you. So let me quickly conclude so we can call it a day, and maybe we'll meet some of you tomorrow. Now, you'll agree with me that the few minutes we've spent together has been well spent so far. If you agree with that, let me see in the chat. The truth is, I couldn't possibly cover everything you need in just this webinar. In fact, even if you have a whole day, a whole 24 hours, I cannot cover everything that you must know when it comes to speaking better in 24 hours, which is why I created a special offer so you can get everything you need to transform your speech and not just knowing it, but then this offer comes with a system that allows you learn and practice. Remember, I told you earlier that after tonight, some of us would still fail to improve our speech. Why? Because some of us are lazy, because some of us are tired, because some of us would forget, or because some of us we would not even be able to practice. I understand. Sometimes people around would even laugh at you as you try to practice. So you need a system, you need a community that gives you that opportunity to practice without being scared of being made fun of. You need that community, that system that allows you to practice so that you can build your confidence over time. And then when you get out there in real life, it comes out natural. That is what I have in my special offer. And the truth is, speech patterns are deeply ingrained. Some of us have been speaking the way we speak for 30 years, 20 years, 16 years, 18 years, or maybe 45 or 54 years. And the truth is, you cannot change these overnight. It takes time as well. It's a journey. If someone tells you you can change how you speak in one day, they are lying. The only thing we can do is to share with you few things you can start to do. But until you start to do those things, you will not get results. Just like the few things I shared with you tonight. Which is why I am saying to you to come see my system. And some of you might feel like, I think I can do this on my own. With what you have shared with me, I can fix my speaking on my own. If you try to fix your speaking on your own, it is like trying to see the back of your own head without a mirror, which is what you need a system. You need a proven roadmap that has worked for thousands of people, not just in Africa, but all over the world. Imagine the feeling when you can speak and people can understand you immediately, why they don't have to say, please come again. What did you say? I don't get. Or when you listen to native speakers and you can understand what they're saying immediately, you don't have to embarrass yourself asking them to come again or feeling intimidated when you listen to native English speakers. Imagine you can express your brilliant idea without repeating yourself or without being scared that people would laugh at you. Imagine you can feel confident in any speaking situation. Imagine your voice can project authority and clarity. Remember, accent is not power. The real power is clarity. And when I talk about clarity, it's not just about pronunciation, it is also about grammar. What is the good of having great pronunciation and then your grammar is nothing to write home about? So this system is not just helping improve, it's not just going to help you improve your pronunciation, it would also help improve your grammar such that you build that confidence to speak anywhere. And the system I'm talking about is the Diction Mastery Academy. In this academy, we help participants enhance their communication abilities to the point where their words command attention. We help skyrocket your confidence, and we help elevate your professional image. Some of us, we don't talk in meetings. Where we're supposed to talk, we don't talk because we are scared of how that will come out. In the academy, we ensure personalized attention. Each person learn at their convenient time. Each lesson comes with an assignment that you need to submit via a voice note to the assignment WhatsApp group. The instructor listens to your assignment and we give feedback to each person's voice note because we understand that what person A is struggling with might not be the same thing person B is struggling with. So we ensure personalized attention and we closely track the progress and transformative journey of each participant, which makes this a highly sought after opportunity. Now, here is what you would get if you enroll into this system. The first is you get access to our e learning platform. This is a platform that has been built to make it easy for you to learn anytime, any day. You can learn 24 hours, 7 days a week, 52 months a year, anytime at all. And the good thing is you have lifetime access to the e-learning platform. Whether you're sitting exam or you're traveling or you're going on a business trip or for one reason or the other, maybe you're just giving birth and you can start learning or you can continue learning. You can always come back to your learning when you're available. Another good thing about the e-learning platform is you can share it with your loved ones. You can share with your children. We've had school owners on a platform where they say, I always love to play the lessons on this platform to my pupils in class. In fact, most of the school owners in our community have started paying for diction programs in their school. Same with parents. You can share it with anyone, anytime, any day. All you need is your phone. Any phone is adaptable. Then you also get access to 55 practical training sessions. Practical sessions, not a webinar session like this. The practical sessions allows you unmute your microphone. That is usually held on Zoom, where we give you opportunity to unmute your microphone and speak. You're not just listening to me, you are speaking. I am the one listening to you to give you feedback. So how that runs is you learn on the e-learning platform Mondays to Fridays, anytime, any day. You can also decide to learn on Saturdays and on Sundays. However, on Fridays and on Saturdays, we meet on Zoom at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That is 7 p.m. Ghanaian time. I think there's no Kenyan here, it's just Nigerian and Ghana. Okay, so 7 p.m. Ghana time. We meet on Zoom where we give you opportunities to talk about what you have learned on the e-learning platform. You ask questions. I give you challenge to test your pronunciation drills. Sometimes we might ask you to act like you're at work. How do you talk to your colleague? Act like you're making a complaint to your customer care representative. Act like you're talking to a friend. Act like a parent that is correct. We do all sorts of role play. We put you on the spot. We correct you nicely so that when you get out there, you can know what to do and what not to do. And remember, this is not just about pronunciation, it is also about grammar and public speaking. You also get access to quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. Each lesson on the e-learning platform comes with a quiz. The quiz are submitted to the WhatsApp assignment group so that your instructor can listen to you and give you feedback. I'm not the only instructor in the academy. We have other instructors. So you're not just working with me. You also get access to a private WhatsApp group and you get access to unlimited personal support from me, the Diction Queen. Remember, I'm not the only instructor in the academy. Now, who has this worked for? It has worked for professionals seeking promotions. It has worked for non-native English speakers such as you. It has worked for people with regional accent and has worked for anyone who is tired of being misunderstood or anyone who's scared of talking, maybe because of pronunciation errors or grammar errors. Now, how does this work in 4 steps? The first step is to register for the academy. The second step is to log into your member e-learning platform just with your phone. The third is to watch each lesson anytime that works for you and complete the quiz, then send it to the WhatsApp group for corrections. Then you jump on live sessions with me on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Ghanaian time, where I give you opportunities to talk live. That helps us know if you have really been doing what you're supposed to do on the e-learning platform. It also ascertain if you're the one submitting your assignment. So that way we can track your progress. We can know what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing, what you need to do better to speak better. Now, while we were building this system, we had two options. The first option was to go cheap so that we can get a lot of people on the system. The second option requires us to go a little high in our investment, but in exchange, we can devote more resources to the few special people that enroll in the academy. And trust me, we went for the second option because the academy is not just a place where we want everyone to join. It is just meant for those special people that are tired of their speaking skill and they want to take that quantum leap to start speaking better. Not just to learn how to speak better, but to learn, to master, to practice and build their confidence. So that it's not just a case of them knowing it, it's a case of knowing and being able to show it to the world that yes, I know it confidently. Now, here are feedback from some of our participants. This is Peaceful. Peaceful is from Kenya. In the academy, we have people from different part of the world, not just from Africa, from different part of the world. This is from Kenya, and she said, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical, excuse me, in the practical session. Your corrections are met with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to bore you with a lot. This is another person. This is, okay, her name isn't saved. So this person said, thank you so much, my able diction queen. You have done excellently noble in the last concluded class. I have reviewed all you taught us, and I am going a long way with my pronunciations with your help. At this point, at this point where I didn't do well in the last class, you corrected me and have benefited a lot. Honestly, I cannot afford to miss any session for any reason. I am more than happy. God bless you, ma'am. Here is another feedback. She said, thank you, Coach Bukola Agbalaya, for all you do. Coach Bukola is doing tremendous work relentlessly in the service of educating who want to be educated on speaking right. Her videos are self-explanatory, easy to understand. All you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in her training is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow up to, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. Great to be in the learning journey always with her. I have decided to take a quantum leap as she has given me and still enroll for any of her training. Thank you for the wonderful session, Diction Queen. Now, there are lots of feedback, but I don't want to bore you with that. I'll come back to the feedback later. Now, what do you need to join this community, to join this system, where you would not just improve your communication skill, where you not just improve your pronunciation skill, rather you improve your pronunciation skill, your grammar skill, and of course your public speaking skill. It's a full package when it comes to communication. Now, to join, all you need is $65. That is about 1,100 CDs, 90,000 naira. But because you're still here with me tonight, you don't even need half of that money. Instead, you will need to get into the academy for just 420 cities, which is about 39,000 naira. So all you need right now is to join the Diction Mastery Academy for 39,000 naira, which is the general public price if you're in Nigeria, or 420 cities if you're in Ghana. Now, this also comes with a complete refund assurance. What this means is if you enroll in the academy, you do everything I ask you to do. You follow this part. Let me say it again. If you enroll in the academy, you follow my lead and do all that you need to do. You attend classes, you practice, you submit assignment. Remember, you can do all of these things when you have the time, except on Fridays and on Saturdays that we meet at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, which is 7 p.m. Ghanaian time. And of course, you don't even have to attend all Fridays and Saturday sessions. You can always watch the replay. But if you're diligent enough to do what you have to do, we can when you have the time and you do not get results, I will refund you the amount you have paid. No questions asked, no amount deducted. I would refund you 100%. You can record that part, like I said. In addition to that, you get some bonuses. The first bonus you get is 20 short pronunciation videos. This would help you master tricky sounds so you can start to speak with clarity and confidence. I sell this for 20,000 naira, which is 210 Ghana cedis. But if you're among the first 5 people to pay tonight, you will get these videos for free. You'd also get my vocabulary development PDF. Some of us, when we want to speak, we know what to say, but we don't have the right word to put it out. This vocabulary PDF would help you expand your word power so you can speak more confidently. This is sold at 7,500 naira. That is about 51 cedis. But if you enroll right now, if you're one of the 5 people to enroll in the academy, you get it for free. You'd also get my video on how to never be at a loss for word. Some of us, when we ask to speak in impromptu speech, when we are told to speak in an impromptu way, we lost all our thoughts. All our thoughts disappears. It feels like the ground should open and swallow you. This would help you. This is sold for 15,000 naira, and in Ghana it's sold for 1,500 Ghana cedis. But if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight, you get it for free. You'd also get access to my Know Your Silent Words ebook. Remember, I told you how important being able to identify silent letters are earlier. This ebook tells you how to identify words with silent A, silent B, silent C to silent Z words. This is sold for 15,000 naira, but you get it for free if you enroll tonight. You're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight. You'd also get my fifth bonus, which is an ebook on English punctuation marks. Some of us, we don't know how to use the comma, the semicolon, the slash. We don't know how to use them when we write. This would help improve your writing skill. You get it for free as well if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight. You'd also get my bonus on 100 common grammatical errors and corrections. Some of us, when we speak or write, we make embarrassing mistakes. If you enroll tonight, you get my ebook. If you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight, you'll also get my video on how to earn more with your communication skill. When you start to speak better, you're supposed to earn more. Speaking well is supposed to transit to better earning potential. However, there are some things you need to do for people to know that you're now worth more. That was what I discussed in this webinar. That those that attended the webinar paid 30,000 at that point, and that was 2,520 CDs. However, you get it for free if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll in the academy tonight. Now, all these bonuses, all these bonuses are worth 180,000 plus academy tonight. Plus, if you follow everything I said, you get access to my babe. I'm offline. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Apologies. Was and promotions that your speech have held back, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? So all you have to do is be one of the first 5 to enroll tonight. enroll tonight, like I said, and of course, you get all my bonuses free. And if you enroll and you do not want my one-on-one training costs more, and you're getting as much value as that. So all the bonuses, like I said, of 118,000, which is nine 931 cedis. The standard cost of the academy is 90,000 naira, which is 1,100 cedis. But you can get all of these for just 420 Ghana cedis tonight. If you're in Nigeria, you can get it for just 39,000 naira. But then I have a fast for just 5 people. If you're one of these 5 people, you would not have to pay that much. You would be paying lesser again. Aside from that, you would also be getting my Grammar Mastery Academy. The Grammar Mastery Academy is another academy on its own. It runs for 3 weeks, where you get to learn on our e-learning platform Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time to help you improve your grammar. The Grammar Mastery Academy is sold normally for 40,999 naira. You can check my website for that. However, if you're one of those who would enroll, one of the first 5 people, this is only available for 5 people. So it means that you're not just learning the Diction Mastery Academy, you're also going to learn grammar. That means instead of spending just 6 weeks, you're going to be spending about 9 weeks. Plus, you get lifetime access to the e-learning platform. This is only available to just 5 people. You're paying less. Aside from that, you're getting more. So if you're really serious about improving your communication skill, then you do not want to miss it. So I advise you to get your phone ready as I reveal the bank payment. Because once we get 5 payments, the Grammar Mastery Academy will be off the table. You will not have access to the Grammar Mastery Academy again. You will only have access to the Diction Mastery Academy. Remember, there are 2 different courses. The Diction Mastery Academy runs for 6 weeks. It focuses on pronunciation, while the Grammar Mastery Academy runs for 3 weeks. It focuses on grammar. Right? And you're going to get lifetime access to both of them. This is just available to 5 people. So if you want to be one of them, get your bank app ready because it's only for the fastest finger. You can also do a screenshot of the bank account number so you can quickly make your payment and send your receipt to any of the admins in the group. You can send it directly to me on the number on the screen, +23 8169396717, or you can send it to any of the admins in the group. Only the admins, please. Go to the group where we have the contact. You're going to see admins. We have, I think, 3 or 2 admins there. Send it to any of the admins. So if you're in Ghana, all you need to get both the Diction Mastery Academy and the Grammar Mastery Academy is 210 cedis. Just 210 cedis. And you're paying into the MTN Momo line 054 6820 059. Joel Adeleke. Again, all you have to pay is 210 Ghana cedis. This is available to just 5 people. So you can get access to the Diction Mastery Academy, the Grammar Mastery Academy, and all the bonuses I mentioned earlier. Plus, if you follow my lead, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I would refund you your 210 cedis back. All you need to do is make your payment of 210 cedis to 054 6820 059. Joel Adeleke, MTN Momo. You can do a screenshot. Send your receipt to any of the admins. If you're in Nigeria, all you need is 20,999 naira. Make your payment into our company's account, Fluent Speech Educational Consult, Zenith Bank, 101 6118 350. Send your payment receipt to any of the admins in the group, or you can send it directly to me on the number +234 816 939 6717. Remember, once 5 people make payment, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira Plus, you would not have access to the Grammar Mastery Academy and other bonuses again. So this is only open to 5 people. Just 5 people will get to enroll for 20,999 naira. Do a screenshot of the account details in Nigeria, and just 5 people will also get to register for 210 Ghana cedis in Kenya. Once we get 5 people, the fee goes back to its normal fee of 420 Ghana cedis, which is 30,999 naira in Nigeria. Plus, you don't get access to the Grammar Master Academy. Somebody said, is there room to pay in installment? No, there is no room to pay in installment. We are giving so much value, and no, except if you would pay in installment and then you start learning when you have completed your payment. Then you start learning when you've completed your payment. Do we have any other question? If you have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to ask. Remember, this is open to just 5 people. Do a screenshot of the account details. 210 Ghana cedis to Joel Adele K, MTN Momo line 054 6820 059. If in Nigeria, you need 20,999 naira into Zenith Bank Fluent Speech Educational Consult 101 611 8350. Once we get 5 payment, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. That is 39,999 naira. Plus, you will not get access to all the bonuses again. Now you have 2 choices. The first choice is to do nothing. Do not take this leap of faith. While the second choice is to make this small investment tonight, compared to all the value you would get in return, and just give it a shot. Now, the truth is, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, all you need is just ask for your money and you get it back. But remember, you need to play your part for it to work. So I do not want lazy participants. If you're too lazy to pay your part, please do not pay. Now, if you sign up tonight and you implement everything I ask you to implement without getting results, I don't care if it is 5 weeks, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now, just let me know and I will give you back your money. The real question is it worth risking your time to check if it does? Half of what I have claimed today will pay back the money you're using in investing in it. And of course, if it doesn't, I'll pay you back your money. Now, other opportunities can cost a fortune for communication training. But now you're getting everything for just 210 CDs if you're in Ghana, 20,999 naira if you're in Nigeria. And remember, if you're one of the 5 first people to pay, you get access to our Grammar Mastery Academy. You get access to all the other bonuses I have mentioned. And you get lifetime access to the e-learning platform, where you can also share with your friends and family. Here is the account details again. Do a screenshot of it if you're in Ghana. Do a bank transfer of 210 CDs to the MTN Momo line, Joel Adeleke, 054 6820 059. If you're in Nigeria, make a payment of 20,999 naira into Zenith Bank Fluent Speech Educational Consult 101 611 8350. Remember, once we get 5 people, the fee goes back to 39,999 naira for those in Nigeria and 420 cities to those in Ghana. Plus, you will not get access to the Grammar Mastery Academy and all other bonuses again. Somebody said, can you please mention the number? Which of the numbers? Is it the Nigerian bank details or the Ghana bank details, or is it the WhatsApp number? Which one are you asking for, please? If you're asking for the bank details, I'm going to showcase the bank details again. Do a screenshot of it. This is the Nigerian bank details 101 6118 350 Fluent Speech Educational Consult, Zenith Bank. You're paying 20,999 naira. Send your receipt to +34 816 939 6717. You can also send your receipt to any of the admins in the group. If you're in Ghana, you're paying 210 Ghana cedis to MTN Momo line 054 6820 059. Joel Adeleke. Send your receipt to +234 816 939 6717. Once we get 5 payment, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis, or if in Nigeria, it goes back to 39,999 naira. So if you have questions, please ask. If you have questions, please ask. If you have made your payment, send your receipt to the admins, because once you get 5 people, the fee increases. Plus, you don't get access to all the bonuses again. Now, here is what you'd get again. You get access to our e-learning platform, lifetime access to our e-learning platform, where you can learn anytime, any day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 52 days a year, 52 months a year. You also get access to 55 practical training sessions. You get access to quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. Each lesson on the e-learning platform has a quiz that must be submitted to the WhatsApp group, where the instructor listens to each person's WhatsApp assignment and reply to each assignment. We do not do generalized assignment. We do not do generalized teaching as well. We teach individuals. Then you get access to 12 live training sessions on Fridays and on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Ghana time. If you cannot access that, you can always watch the replay. You also get access to a private WhatsApp group where you can ask questions anytime, any day. Plus, you get unlimited support from the Diction Queen. Remember, I am not the only instructor in the academy. So you get to learn, you get to share ideas and master with different instructors with different instructors. Now, here are the bonuses you get if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll. You get all these bonuses for free. You get my 20 short pronunciation videos. You get my vocabulary development PDF. You get my video on how to never be at a loss for word. You get my video, my ebook on know your silent words. You get my ebook on English punctuation marks. You get my ebook on 100 common grammar errors and corrections. You also get my video on how to earn more with your communication skill. Now, if you don't sign up immediately, that is because you're wondering if this would work for you. I assure you, this would work for you, which is why I'm giving you that 100% money back guarantee. If you do everything I ask you to do and it does not work, I would refund your money. Or maybe you're not sure if you can commit to the program. The schedule of the program is very flexible. Whether you're a full housewife, whether you're a new mom, whether you're 9 to 5, whether you travel a lot, or you're a student, or you're sitting exam, whatever it is does not delay you. You can learn anytime, any day, midnight, early in the morning, late at night, late in the afternoon, anytime at all. You can even decide to say, I don't want to start learning now. I'll start learning by next year after Christmas. I'll start learning these. We allow that. So the program is so flexible when it comes to the schedule. Now, maybe you have tried other things before and they did not work. The truth is, this is different. This is different from any other diction or communication training you see out there. This is more flexible. We're not just teaching you, we are helping you practice, master. We're helping you build that confidence from the inside out. So the truth is, this would work for you even though others didn't work for you. Now, excuse me. Also learned it, and I learned it the hard way. But here I am making it simpler for you, so you can do better in a short while. Now, here is what you get again. You get access to the e-learning platform, 55 practical training sessions, quizzes for stage knowledge assessment, 12 live training sessions with interactive engagement, private WhatsApp group, and unlimited personal support from me. Here are the bonuses again. You get 20 short pronunciation videos for free if you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight. You get my vocabulary development PDF. You get my video on how to never be at a loss for word. You get my video on how to know your silent words. You get my ebook on how to know your silent words. You get my ebook on how to know your silent words. You get my ebook on English punctuation marks. You get my book on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You also get my book on how to end with the diction skills. Plus, you're not just learning pronunciation, because you'll also get access to my Grammar Mastery Academy. This is another program on its own. People on that program paid 40,999 naira to on board. But you are getting it as bonus if you are enrolling on the Diction Mastery Academy tonight. That is a 3 weeks program on its own. It is just for the first 5 people. Once we get 5 people, the Diction Mastery Academy will be off the table. I bet you. It is a special program on its own that I sell differently. Like it's, I cannot overemphasize that program on its own. Now, if you're in Ghana, all you need to be one of the first 5 people to get access to a 9 weeks program, plus all other bonuses I've mentioned, not just for 9 weeks, but lifetime access. All you need is 210 CDs. Make your payment right now into the MTN Momo line, Joel Adeleke, 054-682-0059. You can do a screenshot of the account details. If you're in Nigeria, all you need is 20,999 naira. Make your payment into Zenith Bank 101-611-8350. Fluent Speech Educational Consult. Samuel said, I have sent my own to, so give me a link of any one of the administrator. Go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join this website, to join this class against Samuel. Go to where we have the contact. You're going to see admin, or you can just send it to this number. Listen to the number, Samuel. +234 816 939 6717. If you have made your payment, send your receipt to the admin. We have limited offer. Somebody said, yes, I will start earning when I complete my payment. Go ahead, vocabulary. That's fine. Go ahead, make your part payment, 50% part payment, send your receipt, and then would reply you so that you can know how that would work. Remember, once you get 5 people, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis for those in Ghana. For those in Nigeria, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Now, do you want to speak to impress anyone anytime? Register right now. Take advantage of over 87% off, plus all the bonuses. Plus, you're getting a special offer. The Grammar Mastery Academy. This is entirely sold differently. This is another program on its own, but I'm giving it out for you tonight, just the first 5 people. Plus, if you enroll, you follow everything I ask you to do, and you do not get result, I would completely refund you. Now, here are the bonuses again: 20 short pronunciation videos, the vocabulary PDF, how to never be at a loss video, know your silent words ebook, an ebook on English punctuation marks, 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections, 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections, how to end with your diction skill, and of course, my special program. I have never done this before. Like, I've never given out the Grammar Mastery Academy as a bonus before. Like, when my teammate came up with this idea, I hated it, because this program is what I sell separately. Till tomorrow, people are paying 40,999 naira. That is about 450 Ghana cedis to join the program. So if I were you, I would not even think twice, because this is an unbeatable bonus pack. But of course, once you get 5 people, the Grammar Master Academy is not there. So if you still want to enroll, go ahead and enroll now. Pay 210 CDs to the MTN Momo line, Joel Adeleke. The number is 054-6820-059. If you are in Nigeria, make your payment into the Zenith Bank. The payment is 20,999 naira. Zenith Bank, Fluent Speech Educational Consult, 101-611-8350. Send your receipt to any of the admins in the group, or you can send it directly to my WhatsApp line, +234 816 9396717. Now, the good thing about the Diction Master Academy is it comes with a certificate that you can use in any part of the world. So if you have questions, whether about the things I showed you tonight, the Zenith Bank account 101-611-8350, Fluent Speech Educational Consult, 20,999 naira. Okay, it comes with the a certificate that you can use in any part of the world. Remember, I told you we have clients from all parts of the world. So whether you're relocating or you're trying to get the job outside Africa, feel free to add our certificate to your resume, which is another reason why you should join. However, we will not give you the certificate until you're done learning and we can see reasonable improvement. We are not selling our certificate. So you have to be ready to do the work. Which is why I said earlier that if you're lazy, please do not join. Okay, if you have questions, feel free to ask. It's question time. I will be rounding off in a few minutes. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Here is the Ghana account details again. Make a payment of 210 CDs to MTN Momo line Joella Deleke 054-682-0059. If you're Nigeria, make a payment of 10,999 naira into Zenith Bank, Fluent Speech Educational Consult, 101-611-8350. Send your receipt to any of the admins in the group, or you can send it to my personal line, +234-816-939-6717. Once you get 5 payment, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis or 39,999 naira. And of course, you will not get access to the Grammar Mastery Academy again. But if you enroll tonight, you get access to the Diction Mastery Academy, the Grammar Mastery Academy, and all other bonuses that I've mentioned. Plus, if you follow my lead, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I will refund your money. I will refund your money. Okay, if you have questions, feel free to ask any question at all. Okay, in the absence of questions, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. The account details is still on the screen. If you're Nigeria, make your payment of 20,999 naira into Zenith Bank, 101-6118-350, Fluent Speech Educational Consult. If you're in Ghana, make your payment of 210 Ghana cedis into the MTN Momo line, Joe 6820059. If you do not have questions, thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful night rest. If I've enrolled, ensure you send your receipt to the admins in the group or to my private line +234 816-939-6717. If you have enrolled, ensure you send your receipts so you can start learning. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. Remember, it's not about learning, it's about doing. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.